Captain short-handed. Lapa makes a move. Goes to the net. And scores! Greco, a shot. Scores! The Geico! Greco for 5-team scoring. Here's the shot. Save better!
You're watching Southern Lehigh Spartans hockey only on Nick's Hockey Broadcast. You're watching Southern Lehigh Spartans hockey only on Nick's Hockey Broadcast. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second of two semifinal matchups in the LVSHL varsity playoffs. Northampton just beat Nazareth 2-1. Northampton's going to the finals, and they will take on the winner of this game, Bethlehem Area School District against the Southern Lehigh Spartans. Southern Lehigh 8-3-1. They own the second seed. They are 0-1-1 against Bethlehem this year, and they are looking to defend their title. Bethlehem, on the other hand, same record, 8-3-1, but they have the third seed. They have yet to lose to Southern Lehigh, and they tied to them 6-6 in the season opener in the Fog, and they beat them 7-3. Now for tonight's starting goaltenders. In net for the Spartans, once again, is number 80, Blake Bennett. Goals against average, 3.27, and a save percentage of .893. And in net for Bethlehem Area School District, it's number 33, Eden Bender. Goals against average 4.00 and a save percentage of .822. Claus and Monez off the draw, and we are underway in the playoffs for Southern Lehigh. It's the Spartans and Bethlehem. The winner goes to the finals. James Penniger has had an excellent season this year as a defenseman and would have great offensive numbers. This season he has 24 points in 12 games. He's had 8 points in his last 2 games straight, actually. We have a Southern Lehigh student section you can see all wearing white shirts down below. Here comes Anthony Greco around towards the corner. Greco takes a shot, goes off the side of the net. Brady Roche lost the puck from Eric Kloss. One of the best rookies in the league. Kloss so far has 18 points in 11 games. Also, he's one of several members of the Valley Forge Minutemen. And now Bethlehem brings it over the line. They make a pass in front there from Ryan Hathaway. A hit that's there as Boris Litvak was tumbling towards the ice, as this will be an icing against the Spartans. Bethlehem last year made the semifinals but lost to Central Catholic, as they're trying to at least go further in the playoffs than they were last year. Donathan Richards through center ice, throws one down on the wing, as Musgrave tried to get to it, but Bethlehem got to it instead from Dominic Natozzi, and that goes for Bertelsen. That shot goes high and wide. A stick goes flying up into the air for a brief moment, but it's picked back up as Stephen Gardula will clear it past the red line as the Spartans defense picks it up. Musgrave, who scored his first goal as a Spartan finally in the senior night game when the Spartans defeated the Phillipsburg State Liners in their finale. It was an 8-1 win. Gardula. And now here comes Tyler Bertelsen on 1-on-3. Bertelsen will try to move right to the net, and Benner makes a nice save there. He nearly gets a second save on net as well. A Spartan goes down. That was Penniger, as we have a delayed penalty. It's a tripping penalty coming up against Bethlehem. Penniger drawled it, but did not cause it, and the Spartans are going on the power play a little less than 2 minutes into the first period. So anyways, for the Valley Forge Minutemen last weekend, Anthony Greco, Jack Casey, Daniel Musgrave, and James Penniger lost in their championship with the Valley Forge Minutemen in the Atlantic Youth Hockey League. They all had very good seasons with them too. Kloss is on a different level in the Minutemen, but not on the same team. But he's on the same team here with the Spartans. Speaking of Kloss, he has the puck behind the goal around there from Matt Fanning. Now it goes to Greco. To the captain, it goes to Jack Casey. Now to Greco again. It's shifted back towards the corner. Towards the glass there as the captain, Casey, has to pick it back up. Musgrave will try to bring the puck the other way himself, and he comes over the line. Musgrave, great shot, goes wide of the net of Eden Bender. A shot on net goes wide from Jack Casey as his puck goes past the blue line. 1:19 to go in the power play. The penalty on Bethlehem. Jack Casey. Here he comes to the Bethlehem zone. Toe drink zone. Makes a move around there from Thomas Pyra-Pavel, but he couldn't get the puck to the net. Greco. His shot tipped wide by Penninger. Kloss to the point he goes to Musgrave. Musgrave. They'll play catch. Back to Kloss. He goes. Rips the shot. Scores! Eric Kloss. Power play goal. Spartans lead 1-0. As Sligo is saying, the outstanding rookie Eric Kloss top shelf it in. You can hear it hit the crossbar as it crossed the path of Eden Bender, Bethlehem's goaltender for Kloss. That is his 11th of the season. As Edwards and Moniz for this face-off. Spartans lead 1-0. Nick Humphreys on the ice. Several players on the Spartans I noticed in the locker room changed their hairstyles, seeming like they're trying to go for a mullet look. Maybe it's good luck, as Musgrave's shot is stopped by Eden Bender. We'll move it back towards center ice, and he comes over the line. Kloss, the recent goal scorer, as he couldn't get a shot on net. Kloss around there from Dominic Natozzi. As Greco back, as he tries to check down Natozzi, as it's kept on the point by Musgrave to Jack Casey. Casey, a shot, right pad stop made by Eden Bender. Across there for the other way was Godjul trying to make a left wing outlet pass to Natozzi, but he couldn't connect on the play. Kloss to Anthony Greco. Nearly lost possession, and he turned it over to Tyler Bertelsen. Watch out. That shot's blocked by Kloss. In front from Richards, a backhand shot by Natozzi, and Blake Bennett stands his ground as Greco makes a check immediately after the whistle. Hopefully from the Spartans' viewpoint, there isn't any penalties. We'll see. No penalties there. And as off this face-off, the Spartans will bring it back the other way from Nick Humphrey, as now it's down towards center ice. There was a delayed offsides against Bethlehem, but waved off now. Nolan Sargent on defense. Trying to get around Kotwinski. Salipe there to it. As Edwards is down back towards the corner again. His puck now goes all the way down to Daniel Musgrave. Nick Humphrey is on the ice with Vamelza and MJ Edwards as well. Humphrey has the puck again, trying to get a breakaway pass to MJ Edwards, but it's intercepted by Thomas Pyra-Pavel. Member of Phantoms Youth 18AA. As that shot, nice right pad stop made by Blake Benner. Vamelza off towards the boards, and Pyra-Pavel intercepted by Musgrave as he will clear him back towards the center ice, but it did not go far. A good check made by Musgrave in front of the left circle, as Ryan Hathaway will now shoot one now behind the goal. Sargent gets run in too hard there. What a physical check so far in this game. Sargent makes a play on Fanning as Fanning still has possession. Twirls back out. Fanning trying to get it to Landon McCray, but he couldn't get it to him. It goes to Nick Moniz. Moniz, his shot deflects and goes wide to the right corner. Edwards and Pyra-Pavel down there too. And Greco trying to make a check on Hathaway as Edwards will hit it off towards the right boards. Landon McCray keeps it onside. Hathaway behind the goal. Pass in front. They couldn't get a shot on net from Brady Rose. Landon McCray still keeps it into the zone. Good play. Tipped in front. Stopped by Bennard. Godjul and Sargent. Goes off the side as Moniz trying to walk it towards the corner, but Bennard's got. Oh, we have a hit. We have some physicality in front of the net. Moniz got shoved. Seemed to go off his helmet immediately after the whistle. The Spartans getting really feisty, and we'll see what happens here. There's 10:24 to go in the first period. The Spartans lead 1-0. Seems like the Spartans and Bethlehem Area School District are not T partners right now. Donovan Richards against Eric Kloss. Won there by Bethlehem. Drive by Godjul. Deflects and goes wide. Jack Casey gets shoved hard there by Tyler Bertelsen. That will be a penalty coming up against Bethlehem. And unless we have anything else against Southern Lehigh, the Spartans will go on the power play. There were some big shoves defending their teammate immediately as Bertelsen, who leads Bethlehem in points currently with 30 points in 12 games, will go to the box of shame. He currently has the third most points by any player in the varsity division, but the Spartans, are not going on the power play because Eric Kloss is now in the box too for the Spartans. He had a retaliation check towards on Bertelsen after the initial check from behind the net. Godjula in front towards the circle. Goes in front there for Richards now. Richards shoots, goes wide of the glove of Bennard. Now it's Gojula. His shot deflects off of the stick of Dominic Natosi and out of harm's way. Greco now in front there for MJ Edwards. Here he comes as this will be an offsides on the Spartans. This puck goes all the way down for Eden Bender as Levesque nearly took it away. Greco makes a big check there on Kodwinski as the puck is still, that was Jack Casey actually who made those checks. Humphrey gets leveled there by Fanning. Man, it's been a physical game so far. Back comes Bethlehem the other way as a shot there by Richards goes off of Bennett's glove and behind the goal. This reminds me of Game 3 of the LVSHL Finals last year between Southern Lehigh and Central Catholic. It was a lot of physicality, especially in the first period. Definitely a much different toned game compared to the last one we had just an hour ago between Northampton and Bethlehem. Northampton and Nazareth, excuse me. It was relatively low scoring, but a lot of offense caused by Northampton. They had a power play goal with 3 minutes left to win the game as the Concrete Kids are going to the finals. They'll play the winner of this game in a best-of-3 series starting Monday. Brought back the other way. Ryan Hathaway, backhander goes off of Nolan Sargent, taken away by Fanning. Fanning a shot from the angle, did not even hit the net as Felipe touches it now. Back towards the boards the other way there was Hathaway. Caden Dudek on the point, wearing 20 in yellow for Bethlehem, is on the ice now. As Musgrave's pass intercepted there by Gojula. Is a move on in for a shot. Nice save made by Bennett. That was Fanning actually bringing it in. As Bennett stands tall, that puck does not go out of play. It stays in bounds. Kloss and Bertelsen are about to come out of the box. It's not a power play. It's still 5-on-5. As Felipe will have it on the line. This puck goes all the way down towards the other side of the ice. So Kloss and Bertelsen will come out of the box. And the next whistle, a big head spin there on Sargent. You can see the Bethlehem student section, I guess you could say, cheering on their team. Bethlehem has their more rowdy fans here, and the Spartans have theirs over there. 8 minutes and counting to go in the first. 1-0 Southern Lehigh. Pirate Pavel as he clears it all the way down, and this will be an icing against Bethlehem. Kloss and Bertelsen now out of their boxes of shame as they will rejoin their teammates. Humphrey off the face-off, trying to get across there for Kakasi, as now Dominic Natosi trying to bring it the other way, but the captain, Jack Kakasi, got to it first, as this is nearly shoveled back into the Southern Lehigh end, and it seemed like it almost was. It was not. Brady Rose ran into Nicholas Humphrey, cleared all the way back down. As Benner nearly turned it over. Oh, man, Bethlehem nearly going to break there as he poke-checked it away. That would have been a near disaster as the Spartans are still having trouble getting the puck out of their own end. They finally do. Man, a near heart attack there from the Spartans faithful. James Penninger shoots one now towards Nicholas Humphrey. Humphrey back to Penninger. They play catch. Penninger trying to make a centering pass, but Vac was in front of the goal crease. Had two Bethlehem defenders on his sides. Edwards, nice tip and play to keep it on side, but Landon McCray will shoot it all the way down as it's chipped back there by Musgrave. Kloss off the high. Kloss stays in play as though, I guess I would think they would rule that as an out of play ruling, as it seemed the puck seemed to be out of the air, but it came back in bounds, but they'll call play dead with 6:56 to go in the first period. The Spartans may be up 1-0, but they're being outshot 9-3 so far. Off this faceoff, nearly won defensively by the Spartans is Nolan Sargent. One of 8 seniors on the Spartans. So Southern Lehigh has Anthony Greco, James Penninger, Jack Casey, Daniel Musgrave, Brendan Mamelza, Boris Levac, Nolan Sargent, and Blake Bender as seniors, as Casey got a shot that did not go. That shot on that, saved me by Bender. Rebound goes wide from Anthony Greco. As Jonathan Richards will try to get it back out for Bethlehem. Nice steal away there by Eric Kloss, the goal scorer. Kloss nearly checked him out by Gojula as he fanned on the shot, but he gets the puck anyway. It's still stuck behind the Zamboni door with 6 minutes and counting to go in the first as we get a whistle. This faceoff is controlled by Tyler Bertelsen, who move on the right side and with speed. Bertelsen behind the goal now, turns back to the corner. Passes behind himself there for Kotwinski. As Fanning is also there trying to make a pass in front, but they couldn't get a tip in play. Pyra Pavel keeps it onside as they'll backhand it behind the goal. Musgrave to Anthony Greco as he brings the puck over to the line. Gets the shot, goes high and wide off the glass. Kept onside by Edwards. His shot goes wide. Another shot by Casey. Good save made by Bender. Third try there as she got another piece of it with the right pad. Wamelza towards it. Does not take the puck. I think he was looking for Penninger to take it, and now Edwards will bring it back the other way. Edwards with 3 defenders. The shot goes high and wide off the glass. Fanning ran into by Edwards. Wamelza takes it away. Wamelza in front for Penninger. Drives one that goes off the side of the net. Hathaway towards the other way. It's Casey will have to gather it back up. Brady Roche is right behind him. He's got to make sure he doesn't knife it from behind. He'll pass it to Nick Humphrey. Kept onside by Gardula. Taken the other way by MJ Edwards. As he moves to the left side. Edwards will make a backhand shot. Goes off a stick and out of its way. He still has possession. He passes it toward the corner, but Wamelza was the nearest Spartan to it, but Fanning got it instead. Fanning, outlet pass goes to the right wing the other way. Here comes Brady Rose. Pass across, and they couldn't connect the dots to Hathaway. Monez, Melinda McRae. Here come the Spartans the other way. If they can hurry, it's Penninger. He's got Humphrey. 2-on-2. Penninger shot. Save made by Bender as the puck was still loose. Where's the puck? It is loose. Bethlehem brings it the other way. Landon McRae. As Bethlehem gets a line change. Looking for some help. Took a shot. It's fanned as it goes off of Eric Kloss. Musgrave on his own. Musgrave digging around. Going to the net. It goes wide. Musgrave that close to getting his second of the season. Got his first last game in the regular season. Anthony Greco on one hand with a stick, now with 2. Takes a shot on net without even looking as Bender made the stop. Musgrave still kept it in. 3.5 minutes to go in the first. It's still 1-0 Spartans. The goal coming from Eric Kloss. Cleared all the way back down. You know what is coming in icing. This faceoff's controlled by the Spartans. As Humphrey got a shot. Save made by Bender. As I think she seemed to think that she had the puck to cover up on the rebound, but it was still loose. But our defense picked it up, but they can't get it out still. Edwards has the puck on the right point as he'll rattle it back to the defense. Donovan Richards to Fanning. On the right side, we'll wait for some options. Try to get around with that. Good place, he falls down. Bertelsen off towards the glass. Blocked in front there as Fanning got it down for Pyra Pavel. His shot, nice stop by Benner as Bertelsen falls down. I think some of the fans are looking for a penalty. They're not going to get it. As Musgrave will try to get it back out. He hits it off the glass, goes all the way down, and this time it'll be an icing against the Spartans. Kloss won the face-off as the captain, Jack Casey, in front there from Greco and Fanning. Back come the Spartans the other way. It's a 3-on-2. Kloss will hold on as he fanned on his pass. Pyra Pavel got in his way. Bethlehem has it here. There's a delayed penalty coming up. It's against Southern Lehigh. Bethlehem, as the Spartans touch up, Bethlehem is going on the power play. A much-needed man advantage as they're only down by 1. Who will be going in the box of shame this time? And it appears that Anthony Greco is going to the box based on where he's skating. He is. He may lead the team in points, but unfortunately, he also leads the team in penalties. It's unfortunately kind of a how should I say, unintentional skill he's had being in the box, getting kind of physical. As he'll serve a bench minor for 2 minutes, as Bethlehem will go on their first power play of the game. Fanning will touch the puck. This was a high stick, so they were going to call play dead once Bethlehem was able to touch up. Brady Roche nearly lost it there from Ethan Myrick, one of 3 rookies for Southern Lehigh. They include Ethan Myrick, Eric Kloss, and Daniel Musgrave. Bethlehem will now bring it back the other way. On their man advantage, Ryan Hathaway on the right side, going behind the net. Looks for some options. In from a Russian shot. Save made by Berry. Does a switch. Rebound. They score! Power play goal for Bethlehem. as they have tied the laces at 1. Benner was scrambling. He did everything he could. Brady Roast with the goal, and we're tied at 1. His 9th of the season. He's had 5 points in his last 3 games. Now make that 6 points in his last 4 with that goal. And we're tied at 1. Dominic Natosi trying to get it back into the zone. Bethlehem with a big goal to tie this game up at 1. Bertelsen. Now in front of him behind for Dominic Natosi. Natosi sent one in front to Donathan Richards, but he could not look at the puck quick enough to maybe get a better tip-in play. Meanwhile, the Spartans bring it back in. It's Boris Witvak. Was the most favorite characters in the Spartans locker room, I may reckon. As now Stephen Gaudjua will bring it back towards the right corner. Gaudjua will still wait as he'll shoot one from down to the left side of Landon McCray. Musgrave. Well, backhanded nearly off of Bethlehem stick. It's turnover there to Bertelsen. Shoots one, goes high off the glass. Musgrave's got to be careful. It's nearly taken away again. Robert on try. Scores! Dominic Natosi and Bethlehem, just like that, takes the lead. Daniel Musgrave was having trouble getting the puck out of his own end. It didn't cost the team at first, but eventually it did. As Natosi makes it 2-1. That is Dominic's 5th goal of the year. And the Spartans got to be careful. We're in the last minute to play in the first period as Bethlehem leads 2-1. In previous games, suddenly I tied with Bethlehem 6-6, and they lost to them 7-3 as they're trailing 2-1 right now. Greco to Casey, takes a shot, blocked in front by a stick as Wemelza couldn't get a shot. Kloss a shot as Bender manages to cover up. Kloss and Moniz. And Kloss won it. Casey didn't get the puck. It goes to Greco. As he takes a shot, it's blocked along its way as Brandon Wemelza hits it off the boards towards Ryan Hathaway. He gets clobbered by Wemelza and Kloss, kept into the zone still as Fanning will make a fanned pass, no pun intended. Kloss brings it back with Spartans moving with numbers. Takes a shot, blocked in front by Landon McCray. Another shot goes wide. Moniz shoots one down towards the wing as Blake Bennett will cover up. As time expires, it is 2-1 Bethlehem after 1. We will be back for the second. Second period now underway. Bethlehem leads 2-1. The goals coming from Eric Kloss, Brady Roos, and Dominic Natosi. As the shots on net are 12-11 in favor of Bethlehem. The student sections have seemingly swapped spots as the Spartans offense are now shooting over here. Bertelsen cleared it into the line as Musgrave will give it to Anthony Greco on the right pass. He couldn't connect. You could see he looked a little frustrated there as this will be an icing against the Spartans. This face-off is now controlled there by Bethlehem. Dominic Natosi in front for Richards. Richards now, Landon McCray. Landon McCray, Gaudjua takes a shot. Blocked in front by Jack Casey. As Landon McCray will bounce the puck all the way down towards Tyler Bertelsen. Casey is also there. Richards has it now. Donathan Richards shoots one, and it goes off the side of the net. Back to the point it goes for Gaudjua. Takes a shot, deflected off his stick, and bounces up into the air. Gravity brings it down as it goes to Tyler Bertelsen, as Casey's also waiting for it. Gaudjua will have to chase after as the puck goes past the blue line. Landon McCray's pass in front, as now Donathan Richards will bring it back the other way. Fanned on the shot. Got it there for Felipe, but he couldn't get a shot on net. As Felipe takes a shot anyway, it deflects off of James Penniger. The Bethlehem offense, seriously, in these last few minutes, of the first period, and so far in this period, the offense has really been doing well, and this will be an icing against Southern Lehigh. Kloss won this face-off there. As this goes towards the net, trickles wide of the post of Blake Bennett. Sargent trying to get the puck near the Zamboni entrance, and now it comes out. Kloss Will forehand it towards the point, intercepted by Fanning. Watch out, here comes Fanning. Pass across, goes wide from Caden Dudick. Man, the Spartans got to be careful. They got to get the puck out of their own end, and here they come. Eric Kloss, bursting with his speed, comes over the line, lost the puck. It goes under a Bethlehem defender. Shot by Lamelza, flips high and goes towards the corner. Kloss takes a shot, stopped by Bender. Anthony Greco spinning away from long range. A shot blocked in front there by Thomas Pyrapavov as Shalipe on the right side. 2-on-3 here for Bethlehem as that shot goes right into the glove there of Blake Benner as he holds on. Musgrave will try to flip one towards center ice. Bounces towards Ethan Myrick, but he won't get to the puck first. This goes back to neutral ice again. Jack Casey, and here comes Captain Jack. He couldn't get around the Bethlehem defense. That was Thomas Pyrapavov, a member of Phantoms Youth 18AA. Roast, the goal scorer, off the glove of Bender, off the Bender as it bounces past the net. Oh man, I think the Bethlehem student section thought it was going to bounce past his back, but it did not there. This puck is still down towards center. Here comes Fanning. Here comes Bethlehem again. Fanning, a toe drink shot. Blocker stopped by Benner. Roast again. Hit the mask there of Blake Benner. I believe a strap is loose on his helmet. I think he's going to need a whistle to fix it, but we continue the play on. Hathaway. Save made by Benner. Ringo sprawls across as his puck goes behind the goal. Yeah, Benner, his mask appears to be a little loosened up as we will get an icing, so now Benner can fix it up. Just to make something clear, because you might hear a similar name, for our goaltenders, they got similar last names. We got Blake Benner for Southern Lehigh and Eden Bender. Just want to clarify that, since you're probably hearing that name quite often so far, or at least a name similar to that pattern. Sargent, as Benner will cover up right away, right off this face-off. 13-13 to go in the second. It's 2-1 Bethlehem. Richardson Kloss, as it's possessed by Bethlehem. Richards will wait. Forehand shot, glove save made by Bennard. His face-off is now won by Bethlehem once more. Bertelson in front for Dominic Natosi. Greco takes it, flips one down to center ice, goes all the way down, and this will now be icing. It's waved off. Gordula around the student section where they're all standing right now, hoping their Spartans can get back in the game. Natosi touch the puck is Jonathan Richards. Trying to escape Boris Litvak, ran into by Nolan Sargent, and now it's Richards deking around the defense. Richards goes to the net, and Benner made him run out of room, and he stops play. Off the tie-up there once again, it's won there by Southern Lehigh. The captain, Jack Casey, brings it there. Wristing one goes high off the wide of the crossbar. Bethlehem player that appeared to be Landon McCray as he ran into Eden Bender accidentally. Brendan Lamelza. Penniger is waiting on the point. Bertelson intercepted by Penniger as Gordula falls down. Humphreys in there, Spartan to the puck, but scooped up there once again by Bethlehem, and this will, in all likelihood, be an icing against Bethlehem, and it is. Fanning will now make the outlet pass towards Moniz. Bounces off the stick of Casey. Moniz stopped by Blake Bennard. But I believe it was an offside anyway based on the signal. We'll see what is happening here as Moniz was bringing it into the zone. They're moving the face-off all the way back down towards the other side of PPL Center now. Kloss trying to win the face-off as Brady Roche banks it off the Spartans bench boards. Hathaway trying to tip it away. Hathaway trying to go to the net. And Benner comes up strong once again. It's still loose. He's scrambling in a snow angel position as now Hathaway, his shot floated and goes wide. Brady Roche, Pirate Pebble, one-time blast stopped by Benner again. It's still loose. Moniz was trying to hit the puck near the crease. Benner, another shot. Another save. Benner again as he does the splits as he rotates his glove to stop play with 11:10 to go. Spartans netminder doing really good in these last few minutes, trying to keep his team only down by one for now. The Spartans offense has to start getting back in shape as right now the shots are net are 24-12 in favor of Bethlehem. Musgrave Towards Humphrey. Pyra Pavel takes it instead. Brings it back past the line, off the blocker of Blake Benner, and he'll squeeze the puck to stop play with 10:51 to go. Richards wanted there. Fanning a shot. Scores! Fanning off the tie-up. Blocker side of Bennard. And Bethlehem with 3 unanswered. Chris Fanning, that is his 5th goal of the season. 3 unanswered for the yellow and black for Bethlehem as they lead 3-1. Bertelsen takes it the other way. Bertelsen a shot. He hit the crossbar. Another pass in front towards Dominic Natosi would not go. The Spartans are in a lot of trouble right now. Still plenty of time to get back in it, but they got to be careful. Gardula. Bertelsen on the right wing trying to toe drag a by of Sargent. Falls down in the circle as Jonathan Richards trying to take control. Aaron Kloss takes it back the other way. He's got Lamelza as a passing option. He'll bring him into the zone instead. Kloss trying to go towards the net, and it goes off the stick of Eden Bender. Its bouncing puck goes to Daniel Musgrave now as he'll clear him down towards the boards. Greco now to Kloss, taken away there by Bethlehem. With less than 10 minutes to go in the second, as Bethlehem leads 3-1. That goes off the side of the net. Edwards. Lamelza kept it into the zone now, as this is cleared all the way back down. Icing is the call. Off the face-off there. Myrick, a backhander. Scores! The Spartans respond! Ethan Myrick, and it's a 1-goal game! He played in this building last year for Easton in the middle school division. He played in the Phantoms Cup and scored a goal then. He scores one here, and the Spartans are right back in it just like that. His 3rd of the season. His first playoff goal in the varsity Division II. And the Spartans get some momentum here. Fanning's pass off of Felipe's stick. As James Penniger will shoot one down towards center, nearly connected to the recent goal scorer. Myrick, icing is the call. Greco with Vac, Penniger, Kloss, and Casey are on the ice right now for the Spartans. As Pyra Pavel has on the right point, takes a shot to flex and goes wide towards Nick Monez. Monez nearly clobbered from behind. Rose lost the puck, goes to James Penniger. Penniger's pass all the way down to center ice as Bethlehem's defense takes it back. Fanning on the left wing towards Brady Rose as Penniger and Casey try to knife it back out. Got it back in front as they'll nearly try to get a shot. They do. It's blocked in front by Anthony Greco. Good play. Back come the Spartans the other way. It's Kloss. He's got Boris Levesque with him. And a good play is made in front there off Kloss, but Greco keeps it as the Spartans offense still has it. A shot stopped by Bender. The Spartans really need to keep the puck in the Bethlehem end if they want to at least try to tie it, as this will be an icing. Anthony Greco for Southern Lehigh on this tie-up, and he will go against Donathan Richards. Greco won it. Nolan Sargent takes a shot, blocked in front there by Anthony Greco. Has yet to provide an assurance so far in this game. Bertelsen on the left side will try to clear it back in. It is his second attempt. He tried to get it in. It succeeded. Eric Kloss. Now it's Gardula. His shot goes wide on the goes off along its way near the right side of the blocker part of Blake Benner. Musgrave to Sargent. Off the boards it goes. Richards takes it away. Richards trying to get in front. He lost the puck as Benner was slightly out of position. Richards tried to get to Gardula, but he couldn't connect on the play. Kloss trying to sneak it away from him. Boris Levesque whacks at it as it goes back behind the goal. 7.5 minutes to go in the second period as Bethlehem leads 3-2. Bertelsen trying to get it around Musgrave. Benner will clear it past the blue line, however. Good smart play by the Spartans goaltender. Gardula. Now here's Donovan Richards, and he comes on a 2-on-3. Richards now will turn back towards the corner. Richards on the forehand with back whacks it towards Nicholas Humphrey. Felipe there to a 2. He runs into Nolan Sargent as now Greco trying to take down another player for Bethlehem as well. Felipe. Musgrave flipped past, nearly taken away. Goes to Nicholas Humphrey, who couldn't get past Fanning. And now Bethlehem brings it back there from Dudek. His clearing attempt didn't go today. That shot goes off of Blake Benner from Fanning. It appeared to be, as this will be yet another icing, this time against the Spartans. MJ Edwards will go for the faceoff. In the first game of the season for both teams, Edwards was the first player to score on the Spartans this season. Out of any player, it was in the fall edition of Nick's hockey broadcast when the Bethlehem Area School District and the Spartans tied 6-6. It was 70 degrees out. As meanwhile, the Spartans bring it the other way. 2-on-1, 3-on-1 now. Humphrey, Casey shot, blocked by a stick in front, off of Fanning, and goes out of play. Casey, he's got that power from his stick. He can shoot from long range, whether it's a wrister or a slap shot. But the only problem was that there was a Bethlehem twig in his way. What a play made by Fanning. This faceoff is won by the Spartans. Humphrey, back pass behind himself for Brady Roche. As now this puck goes off of another Bethlehem stick. MJ Edwards, recently mentioning him, goes back to the corner. Edwards, through and across, goes off of Pyra Pavel. Humphrey trying to steal it away. As this puck is still back towards behind there. As a check is made there, Humphrey's looking for a penalty. He's not going to get it. As now Hathaway brings it back the other way. Hathaway, a shot, he scores! Humphrey was looking for a penalty on one end. Ryan Hathaway scores on the other. Blocker side of Blake Bennard. And Bethlehem once again is up by 2. They lead 4-2. For Hathaway, that is his 10th of the season. He has 5 points against Southern Lehigh going into this game, and he's also another member of Phantoms Youth 18AA. The Spartans student section obviously wasn't happy with the no call if it even was a penalty to begin with. But meanwhile, Kloss will bring it back in for a shot, and it's blocked in front. This pass goes to nearly Ethan Mike, intercepted by Donathan Richards, as it's backhanded back in by Kloss. Gardula will shoot one down towards the circle. Natosi, intercepted there by the Spartans, is backhanded in by Kloss, as Musgrave gave it to Brandon Wamelza. Wamelza will give it back down towards Stephen Gardula to Landon McCray. Landon McCray will still wait, as there's a near check in front there near the student section. Hard to see who that was based on the students getting in the way, but they seem to be really angsty from that play for what just happened. Shots on net 28-15 in favor of Bethlehem, as Bethlehem leads 4-2. Musgrave bringing it back the other way. Musgrave will still hold on. Pass across towards Dudek, as the Spartans couldn't get a shot on that. It's cleared down, as there will be not an icing call here. Bethlehem on a line change. Boris with back. Gets hit there near the penalty box towards the Bethlehem student section, going crazy over that, even though that's not even the biggest hit we've seen so far in this game. Sargent ran into by Caden Dudek, guided there for MJ Edwards. Has Greco as a passing option and as a trailer. Edwards brings it past the line as they'll go after it to the corner. Edwards to the point, he goes for Jack Casey. Fires, the shot goes wide. Paniger will now chase after the assistant captain as they'll gain possession back at center ice, but not for long. Nolan Felipe, as Paniger tried to batter the puck down from his reach and succeeded. Paniger gives it to Captain Jack Casey. Now it's Humphrey. Flips one towards the net as it goes past the glove there of Eden Bender. 3:44 counting to go in the second. He's at center ice here, the excellent defenseman. Here he comes. Casey couldn't get a wristing shot as the defense for Bethlehem got in the way once again. Could back out. Casey will go after it once again for Southern Lehigh. Has the puck for a shot, and a save is made by Eden Bender as she holds on. Quash trying to win the faceoff, gets a backhander right off the tie-up as it's gloved down by Eden Bender. Kept onside. Anthony Greco can't get a shot as he still has the puck, dangles around as Greco lost possession as Bethlehem will rush the other way. A near breakaway pass for Hathaway could not connect as we have an icing. You can see Greco looks pretty frustrated on the ice. I can understand it if the entire Spartans team is frustrated right now as they're down by 2. Bethlehem, once again, a team they have yet to defeat in the regular season. They lost and tied to them as they meet here in the postseason as Lamelza will go after it towards the corner. His brother, Hunter Lamelza, is a former member of this team, graduated 2 years ago. Used to wear a Wayne Gretzky number 99, as a matter of fact, as Fanning tried to make a pass towards center ice of Brady Roast does not work, and yet another icing towards Pyra Pavel, and Penninger was there to it as well. Gathered back towards the wing as this is ricocheted back towards the boards as Casey tips one back there for Schwartz. That was Kloss, actually, excuse me, as this puck goes back towards the corner. Pyra Pavel, as they try to get a centering pass. Wraparound try for Anthony Greco, did not go. Kloss, kicked there by Musgrave. Back it goes to Eric Kloss, trying to escape the reach of Donovan Richards, as Bethlehem will take back possession. Less than 2 minutes to go in the second period. Fanning. Glove there by Jack and Casey. Nearly taken away by Bertelson. Natosi trying to escape as well. And now it's Richards to Natosi. And there's a stray stick. 2 Spartans collide. That was Kloss and Casey. As now Bertelson will clear it past the blue line as he'll go to the bench for some rest. Jack Casey off nearly of James Penninger as Felipe has it on the left of the left point. Musgrave off the boards as his puck nearly goes. It went past the linesman, actually. He had to jump to make sure he didn't touch it, and it did not go off him. And now here comes Anthony Greco trying to move around the fence. Greco scores! Oh, my goodness! He went around 3 defenders! The Geico Greco provides the insurance, and it's a 1-goal game! Magnificent! He was all alone. He didn't even need any help. He just needed his skill and talent to bring the puck all the way. And the Spartans, once again, are back in it. Going into the playoffs, Anthony Greco led the league in points. That is his 22nd goal of the year. The Let's Go Spartans chants begin here at PPL Center. Nicholas Humphrey on the right side for Musgrave, and he comes. Todre couldn't get a shot to Humphrey. Scores! The game is tied! Nick Humphrey past the wickets of Eden Bender ties the Laces at 4. He had a tip and goal in game 1 of the LVSHL finals last year. He ties the game at 4. And the momentum going back in the Spartans' favor, at least for now. Humphrey with his 3rd goal of the year. But right away, as Benner has to make a blocker save on Nick Moniz. Hathaway shoved there by Penninger, taken the other way by Nick Humphrey. Spartans will momentum. Let's see if they can do anything more here as Penninger will shoot one back towards the right part of the glass. Bethlehem brings it back into the zone. Nick Moniz shoots one, goes wide of Bennard. Pass in front for Rosa, and a shot is stopped by Blake Bennard. He makes another save there. Myrick trying to whack the puck down. He gets shoved there by Fanning. Pyra Pavel keeps it in as that puck is blocked down. And that is the end of the second period. The game is tied at 4. A wild second period. Shots on that 31-19 in favor of Bethlehem. 2 goals in a matter of minutes as Anthony Greco and Nick Moniz have tied the game at 4. We will be back for the climax, otherwise known as the third period. Third period is about to get underway. We are tied at 4, a wild end to the third period as the Spartans tied the game at 4. From both sides, goals coming from Brady Roast, Dominic Natosi, Chris Fanning, as well as Ryan Hathaway for Southern Lehigh, Eric Kloss, Ethan Meyer, Anthony Greco, and Nick Humphrey. Gardula kept it in the zone. Across there, puck chucked away by Blake Bennard. The atmosphere has certainly changed on both ends for what happened in the end of the second period. In front for Gardula. Lets it go. It's blocked in front. Back up the Spartans to get away. Eric Kloss moving it in for a shot. Delayed, stopped by Eden Bender. He seemed to lose control, but Bender got a piece of it with the right pillow pad. A big check is made by Anthony Greco on Bertelsen, but neither player fell down. It is, we have a high-sticking ruling here, not a penalty, just a high-sticking rule to stop play with 16:04 to go in the third. This is looking to be a dramatic finish from both sides at this rate. We have a very good crowd here at PPL Center of both ends. It may not be 10,000 fans, but it feels like it from this league's view. Nolan Sargent off the boards around from the linesman, as well as Nick Humphrey. Hathaway's pass taken away by Brady Roche. Clears it into the line, and it goes off the right pad of Blake Bennard. Musgrave to Sargent. Check from behind of Ryan Hathaway, as well as Edwards and Nick Moniz. Puck towards the back of Hathaway, trying to finally get it free. It's still stuck. The glass somewhat shakes from the fans and the players themselves. A Spartan falls down on his power. That was MJ Edwards, as now the puck goes to the left side. Pass it for Ramones! Where's the puck? Where is it? It's not in the net. Bennard appeared to make the save. No goal signal there as we get a little convention in front of the goal right away. It stays out. Blake Bennard, a member of Phantoms Youth 18A1 National, a senior for Phantoms Youth and the Spartans. Comes up big. Yes, he's allowed 4 goals, but he's coming out strong at certain moments. That will be yet another great example. Pyre Pavel trying to get around from Penninger. Puck to the side of Nick Moniz, turning back around. Moniz to Fanning. Back pedals in front for Brady Roche. Roche, his shot, blocker save made by Benner. I believe he got a piece of it. Hard to see for how fast that went. Hathaway gets shoved there by Greco. Backhand pass there by Moniz without even looking, did not go. Greco, who's been physical in this game, as he is once in a while as well. As that pass from Kloss tipped away, Meyer go backhanded as it goes past the blue lines. Line change for the Spartans, small line change for Bethlehem. Off the high glass, going the other way, near pass to Bertelsen, did not connect, and luckily from the Spartans' view, and unfortunately from Bethlehem's view, that is an icing. Greco on this faceoff. Won by the Spartans. They try to maintain control. Boris Levesque behind the net. Backhands it behind himself to Eric Kloss. As Bethlehem will now reach possession and gain the zone. Dominic Natosi was a goal tonight. As Jack Casey will shoot the puck, trying to get past the blue line. It does. Boris Levesque scoops it up. He's got Anthony Greco. Levesque will take a shot, and a save is made by Bender. Greco launches one. He hit the iron. I believe he got the post. It was close to it, if not the side of the net. Now it's back there for Musgrave. His shot deflected. It goes wide. James Penninger behind himself. It's taken by Landon McCray. Dominic Natosi. As the Spartans defense takes it back. Nolan Sargent for Musgrave. Will bring it back towards center ice as this goes behind the goal. Line change now for both squads. Eric Kloss. Backhand pass ran to Boris with back as Gardula will shoot one all the way down, and I think we all know it's coming. And yes, once again, an icing. This time on Bethlehem. This faceoff is now controlled by Bethlehem the other way. Moniz and Rose. As they try to bring him past the line, they do from Ryan Hathaway, trying to get around a few defenders. Almost seemed somewhat similar to the Anthony Greco goal we saw not too long ago, where Greco went through 3 players for Bethlehem. On this back pass, without even looking, as no Bethlehem player was able to shoot it in. And now it comes to MJ Edwards as he runs into Pyra Pavel, still has the puck as it goes off the side of the net. Dropped in by Fanning. He'll chase after it. Benner will come out of his crease. He whacks it away. He goes off the stick of Fanning as well as Edwards will shoot it towards center ice. Humphrey gets checked. I think he's looking for a penalty again. He's not going to get it once more. Hathaway, wrister, glove save, Bennard. Greco and Richards for this faceoff. Richards gets a shot right on that as he falls down, and it goes wide of the right post of Blake Bennard. Ethan Myrick as it's shoveled back down by Richards, trying to gain the puck back to Tosi. Now it goes to Bertelson. Sent one across. It goes off the stick of Blake Bennard as it's still loose as Bertelson will try to get another shot on net as Bennard will cover up. Bethlehem will take it. It's Donovan Richards. Save made by Bennard. He's doing the splits once again. Rebound blocked in front. Goes off the high glass. When the McCray couldn't block it down, this puck goes all the way down to the other side of the ice. Going to it. Checked hard by Eric Kloss. Kloss takes it away. Still holding. Firing. Goes wide. Greco rebound. And a nice right pad stop made by Bender. 11.5 minutes to go in the third. We're still tied at 4. The winner of this game will take on the Northampton Concrete Kids in the finals next week. Richards still there. He's nearly somewhat checked behind by Anthony Greco. Still kicked free by Richards. Bertelson will try to get on Greco. Watch out. It's a 2-1. Bertelson with Richards. Shoots. Glove save made by Benner. Oh, man. He rotates his glove like a windmill in the field. What a stop by the Spartans netminder once again to keep this game tied. With an Igor Shesterkin-like scoop of a glove up in the air.
And to go, glove save! What a save by Shesterkin!
As Hathaway couldn't hold on to the puck after he won the faceoff. Remember that save if the Spartans take the lead. We'll see what happens here. Here comes Edwards over the line, chipped away. And now goes to Humphrey, digging around, but he lost the puck. Hathaway trying to get her on the fence. Sargent will luckily get to it first from the Spartans' view as he's checked hard by Hathaway. Monez and Musgrave go for a fair exchange as well towards the boards in physicality. As Musgrave wants the puck once again. 10.5 to go in the third. A wild second period, and what's looking to be a wild third period so far. Icing against Bethlehem is the call. Off the tie-up. Cleared back out to center ice. Is this going to be an icing yet? Again, no, as Benner had to touch it up. Jack Casey. Over the line he comes. Toe drags around. Had too many bodies in front of him. Penniger lost it, turned it over there for Brady Rush. Goes in, save me by Benner. He got a piece of it with his mask as it comes off. James Penniger has to breathe a sigh of relief and almost owes an apology to Blake Benner for nearly causing a disaster against his own team. But Benner makes the stop with exactly 10 minutes to go in regulation. That is the 38th shot on net now for Bethlehem. It's not the only time Benner's mask has been slightly dislodged. He's getting it fixed now. Gets a little drink. Gets his gloves back on his hands. Receives his stick from the official. Taking a minute to reset physically and mentally. Getting it now in position. The puck is about to be dropped with Richards and Greco for the draw. And now we continue to play on. As Benner seemed to get another piece of it once again, as Richards, one time by Fanning, deflection by Bertelson did not go. He was on the doorstep. It seemed like he had some space to tip it through the net, but it did not go in. Richards, as Fanning, lost it to Sargent. Checked there somewhat by Bertelson, as his puck deflects, and this will be out of play call with 9:32 to go. Off the draw, a shot there by Natosi goes wide. As Dominic Natosi touched the puck, briefly goes behind the net there of Blake Benner. And Natosi will chase after him once more toward Bertelson. His shot goes wide Benner may have gotten a piece of it as he lunged across. Richards on the point, kept it onside. Musgrave towards the puck, ran into Bertelsen, who stole it away briefly as he ran into Nolan Sargent. Kept on the line by Pyra Pavel. Now it's Richards once again. Donovan Richards. His shot! Another glove save made by Blake Bennard. This faceoff's controlled by Bethlehem once again. Pyra Pavel on the left wing. Trying to get it past the front. Goes off a Spartan, sticking around as they get a shot on net that goes wide. Now it's Kikasi as he will shoot one all the way down and bounces off the stick of Fanning. Takes control. 8.5 minutes to go in regulation. Looking to be a dramatic finish at the PPL Center. As we're still tied at 4. Greco clears it in. Kikasi. As Pettiger couldn't keep it onside. Kloss in front of him for Anthony Greco. Backhands into Boris Witvak. Fanning has Witvak near in front of him. He'll drop it there for Landon McCray. James Penniger waiting to be onside to bring the puck in himself, and now he does. Penniger comes on the right side, and the puck nearly goes off of Boris Witvak as Bethlehem gets it back into the Spartans' end, into their territory as well. Anthony Greco off the stick there. Bertelsen tried to run away with it, but failed. As Penniger brings it on the right side. James Penniger. Backhander goes wide of the net of Eden Bender. Kept there by James Penniger. Has it on the forehand. A shot blocked by Landon McCray along its path. Witvak trying to whack away. Where's the puck? It's near the crease as Bender has it in her equipment. In front there, as the Spartans couldn't get a shot. And now the Bethlehem will try to move on a 3-on-3 if they can hurry. That was not Bertelsen, that was Richards who gets the puck back to Dominic Natozzi. And he runs into Nolan Sargent. Richards has it again to guard Jula. Lets it go. Blocked in front by Nick Humphrey. He'll chase after it. Trying to burst his speed if he can. Humphrey has the puck now. Takes a shot. Goes wide. And off the side of the net. Musgrave's chance deflected off a stick as now Bethlehem will get it out of their own territory. No icing here as we'll get fresh legs from both benches. 6.5 to go. Nolan Sargent to Eric Kloss, who scored in his game. He ran into Brady Rose as Musgrave will backhand it towards Daniel Musgrave. And a glove save is made by Bender. She holds on. 6:18 to go in regulation time. Fanning. Penniger couldn't keep it onside. That was a good play by Fanning to get it past the line. Intercepted again. Here comes Nick Moniz waiting for some help as he still has the puck. Got it across, but it goes off the stick of Penniger. A shot towards the net there. It goes high and wide. It appeared to be Dominic Natozzi. And it's Fanning again. Richter hit the iron. Rebound scores! Moniz gets Bethlehem the lead. Less than 6 minutes to go. Hate to say it, but there was almost as a result as another James Penniger turnover that led to a goal not too long after for Moniz. That is his 13th goal of the year. As Bethlehem gets the first goal of this third period, they lead 5-4. Shots on net 41-23 in favor of Bethlehem as they take the lead. Backhanded back in towards Jack Casey. As Casey is out towards center ice, he'll backhand it back into the zone. And it goes off a better! It goes in! We're tied again! Jack Casey backhanded into the zone! It goes off Eden Bender! It goes past her equipment and in! And just like that, the game is tied! Less than 1 minute later! Are you kidding? What a bizarre game! Pop goes the Jack in the box as Casey gets his 11th of the season. What a quick response for the Southern Lehigh Spartans as Penniger's behind the net. Lost possession for Gudjula. That lead did not last long as that goes off the twig of Eden Bender and wide. Landon McCray, Greco intercepted it as he clears it back down. Brought back the other way there by Donathan Richards as Musgrave will have to go after it behind the goal. Sargent lost the puck from Bertelson as Musgrave ran into him in this high-scoring semifinal playoff game. We're tied at 5 apiece. Richards. And now here comes Eric Koss. He's got one Melza if he can get to him. Koss takes it away on the left side as they'll turn back for some reinforcements. Koss in front there towards Musgrave, but it didn't even get to him. I think it looks like he was trying to pass to Sargent instead as Bender is able to make that save there with 4:29 to go. This faceoff is now given there towards Bethlehem's own end. Pyra Pavel to Nick Monez, who gave Bethlehem a 5-4 lead, but not for long, as Landon McCray will go after it. Boris Levac and Nick Humphrey are past the line right now in the Bethlehem zone, as well as MJ Edwards, Daniel Musgrave, and Nolan Sargent. Monez off the stanchion boards nearly into the Bethlehem bench, but it stayed in play. It stayed in the park, too. Brady Roche on the corner. It's still stuck back there, and Monez, Edwards, Musgrave, and others are still trying to get the puck out. It comes free. Musgrave towards Boards, so that couldn't maintain possession. And it's Hathaway trying to get around Sargent. Hathaway makes a pass in front, but it goes off a Spartan stick as Sargent will corral it back towards the ice, across the glass, as Pyra Pavel trying to escape around Sargent. You get a shot on that, and it's blocked away towards the net of Blake Benner. Musgrave trying to get to the back, turned over there for Hathaway, and a good play is made by Nolan Sargent. Back come the Spartans the other way. Sargent, a shot save made by Bender with the left pad. Godjula and others, Vozlak will try to get it free as he couldn't get a shot away. 3 minutes and 39 seconds to go. Sargent's shot blocked down by Hathaway. Sargent has it again towards the net as it did not go. Godjula, outlet pass there for Hathaway. Hathaway will shoot it all the way down as Benner will cover up. Line change. 3 minutes and 20 crucial seconds and counting to go in regulation as we're still tied. Bertelson. Richards now in the corner. Richards pass in front there as they're going to get a shot on that. Save made by Benner off Bertelson. Anthony Greco will shoot it all the way down towards the left corner. Koss will go after it, but it will still be icing. If the game is tied after the end of regulation, we will go to sudden death overtime. There's still less than 3 minutes to go in this game, as we're still tied at 5. Greco for this faceoff, and Hathaway for it. Won there by Southern Lehigh as they gain possession. Anthony Greco has Penninger cleared back out into the zone, as Fanning will have the puck for himself. As I make the outlet feed, back comes Bethlehem on a 2-on-3. Hathaway towards Monez. Benner makes a blocker save, and he covers up. Off the faceoff, Fanning does not take a shot as Howell trying to move on it. Takes one, goes wide of Bennard. Musgrave to Pyra Pavel. Knife there by Eric Koss to get it past the blue line. Fanning clears it back down as Musgrave will try to get it past a defender as now Bethlehem will bring it the other way. What a check made by the Geico Greco on Landon McCray appeared to be. As a save is made by Benner. Here comes the KC! Missed the net with the shot. He was all along trying to back hit it off the glove side of Bender, but it did not go. Bethlehem getting really lucky there. We have a delayed offsides against Bethlehem. Canceled out right now. Daniel Musgrave. His shot goes high and wide. 1 minute, 41 seconds to go in regulation. How will this end? All I can say, it's going to be dramatic as Bender makes a glove save. Koss touched the puck on the faceoff. Greco backhander. Save made by Bender as she covers up once again. 1:29 to go. Kloss trying to win the face-off again. The Spartans trying to get it to the point of Musgrave. He'll have to touch the puck as he gives it to the captain, Jackie Casey, who had a great scoring chance not too long ago, as he'll shoot the puck off the glove of Pyra Pavel. Bethlehem moves the other way. We're reaching the last minute to play in regulation. We're almost there. As now Jack and Casey move 2-on-2. Last minute to play in regulation. We're tied at 5. Casey shot. Glove save. Scores! The Spartans take the lead. Less than 1 minute to go in the game. And guess what? The Geico Greco provides the insurance. 6-5. And who else but the Geico Greco? It's 6-5. Timeout called, likely by Bethlehem. A 1-goal lead with 57.6 seconds to go. Oh my word. That's Anthony's 23rd of the season, ironically matching his number on the back of his sweater. It's 6-5. The 2023 finals will begin Monday. As Northampton will play the winner of this game. Game 2 will be Wednesday next week. And Game 3 will be the following week if necessary. But that doesn't matter at this time. What does is how this game is going to end. Anthony Greco taking the faceoff just gave the Spartans the lead. It'll be marked as the game winner if the Spartans hang on. But we'll see. We'll keep our eyes on Eden Bender on when Bethlehem wants to go 6-on-5 if they can, as Greco will shoot one towards the corner. Thomas Pyra Pavel, 46 seconds to go. Towards Hathaway. Bethlehem goes the other way now. It's Brady Roos in front from Monez, and he comes over the line. Bender going down to the bench. It's now 6-on-5. Hathaway, a shot goes wide. 32 seconds left. Bethlehem down by 1. Pyra Pavel's shot off the high glass. Musgrave clears it past the line. He's going to kill a lot of time here. 22 seconds left. Brady Rose. Bethlehem in desperation mode now. Behind herself for Monez. Monez a shot. Save better. Rebound. Another save. Sprawling across. Waiting a snow angel. He's got it. A lot of fisticuffs after the play. We'll see what penalties, if any, are assessed after that. 10.2 seconds to go. So based on the players heading to the boxes of shame right now, going into the box for one for the Spartans and one for Bethlehem, Brady Rose for Bethlehem, and Anthony Greco in for Southern Lehigh, his second sighting in the box of shame today. Nothing new. 10.2 seconds to go. They'll fix the net. They'll have the face-off near the offside dot. Empty cage for Bethlehem. Spartans 10.2 away to going back to the LVSHL finals. Off the tie, Bethlehem wins it. 8 seconds now. As a one-timer by Fanning goes one at the side of the net. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Off the side of the net. That's it. The Southern Lehigh Spartans are going back to the Lehigh Valley Scholastic Hockey League final at the PPL Center. The final score 6-5. The finals in the varsity division will be between the Northampton Concrete Kids and the Southern Lehigh Spartans, as they will pursue to defend their title. They absolutely have a chance of doing that now as they're going back to the finals. Blake Benner in front of the handshake line was outstanding today. Anthony Greco with the game-winning goal, giving the Spartans the lead with less than a minute to go, as the Spartans are heading back to the finals as they live to see another day. I'm Nicholas Garofalo. Thank you for tuning in for another edition of Nick's Hockey Broadcast. I will be back for the finals, and I will see you on Monday. Good night and good hockey.
Kicking? Oh, I want to do some kicking.
Why, you? What? you.